Hey there, comic book friends. I'm Travis, and today I'm going to talk about some comic books that were sent to me and an illustrator that I've been talking to for quite a while now, since both me and Ethan started doing reviews, and a foundation that this guy is part of. I have a follower. He's got a channel but doesn't have any videos on it currently. I'm hoping someday he figures out how to correct that and get some videos going and whatnot. That'd be pretty cool. He goes on YouTube. He goes by Sean Reyes TV. I'll put a link to it down below, I hope, if I can figure out how to do that. And he is from Trinidad and Tobago. No, I'm probably saying that wrong. I can never spit it out right. Anyway, and he is a comic book illustrator there. He's part of their budding and fledgling comic book community there, which I think is pretty cool. He sent me a bunch of stuff. I've had it for a while now. I've been meaning to do this video. I'll explain as I go along why partially I've been waiting to do it. He sent me some comic books that he's worked on. They're part of a foundation, so he sent me some stuff that had to do with the foundation also. And I think it's a pretty cool foundation, and what they're doing is pretty awesome. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. It is comic related in a way, and we'll get to that. The foundation is the Heroes Foundation. Here's some of the pamphlets that he sent me. And it's for youth development in those countries. And it's got a Big Brothers, Big Sisters program. I'm not sure, for those of you who aren't in the United States, how familiar you are with that. Basically, older adults are mentors for youth around the area. Big Brothers, guys, Big Sisters, women. And they basically mentor kids that need maybe some more what's out there, whether that be because they're live in a single family, single parent household or whatever, and they need that other perspective. They help provide that, help guide them on their way. They aren't parents, but they just kind of help be another ear, another exposure to what's out there, to guide them on the way. Cool. One of the cool things about this Heroes Foundation is they're actually promoting the creation of comic books. There is a program in this that is specifically has to do with the creation and support of sequential arts. I'm looking through the pamphlets right now, because now that I've started doing this, I can't remember which one where it specifically talks about. Let's see. Their primary goal is the organization has established projects and programs that are in line with our funding mission to provide a source of inspiration to the Trinidad Tobago's youth by fostering an appreciation of the local achievers and the concept of heroism. The Hero Foundation aims to inspire youth to be proactive citizens and to become positive change agents in their areas of influence. We work to provide them with the opportunities and the knowledge to improve themselves and their community. Okay? And let's see here. They have a convention, the Heroes Convention, where they get together, and it's kind of like, I've been told by Sean that's kind of like their comic book convention. The convention is, gives them an opportunity for the foundation to highlight relevant social topics in the environment, where attending youth and the general public are shown opportunities where they can become more involved with improving their opportunities in the future of their nation. And see, the foundation has always had a unique, heroic offering. Our promotion of young local artists in the sequential art genre, comic books, and its significance to promote our country's raw local talent and to fuel our youth's imagination and creativity. The Hero Foundation presently supports 2 publications, The Heart of the Hero and The Heroes of the Nation. These books are based on social topics relevant to today's youth and also highlight heroic undertakings of individuals, focusing on how they achieve their goals. So, yeah, pretty awesome that it's that sort of a thing, and this foundation feels like comic books are important enough to support the artists, and that it's a relevant way to get across the message that they want to get across. Both awesome in my books. I'm old enough, I don't know if they still do it now, but I'm old enough to remember when back in the 80s, early mid-80s, DC Comics would put out a basically anti-drug comic book with the Teen Titans in it. I actually own, I think, all of those books. I remember getting some of them, you know, at school and whatnot. I don't know if they influenced me not to use drugs and stuff, but still thought it was pretty cool that somebody would take the time to do that. So I'm just going to show you some of the covers of some of these books. This is the Heart of the Hero. This is number 1 here, the cover here. I'm fairly sure that Sean does some work in this one. I can't remember exactly where. Here's number 2, signed by Sean there. That is his cover work, I believe, on this issue. Here's issue 3. And you can tell by even looking at the covers that it has to do with, you know, what do we do? You know, how do we deal with stuff? This one's called Choices. This is number 4. I think that's also a cover by him. I really like this cover. This is Heart of a Hero. This is Confidence. This is number 5. That is, I think that's a great cover, a great picture there. And this is Heroes of the Nation. I believe this is a this is the I think it's a rugby. I think it's a rugby team. I've read these, but it's been a while since I read them, so I don't remember for sure. And then here's cricket. This is the cricket one, celebrating some of their heroes and whatnot. All pretty cool stuff. I love the idea of it. Also, Sean sent along to me. He sent these which are awesome, and one of the reasons why I've delayed doing this. Here is a picture of me. Right? It's kind of got crinkled when it came in the mail. The packet that it was in, because of course it's riding from, you know, clear from another country. It got a little, the picture got a little wrinkled. I've been trying to flatten it out so I can get it as smooth so it doesn't look wrinkly on camera. But what do you think? It's a pretty good likeness for just watching videos, I think. And Ethan was pretty tickled too. There's Ethan. So he wanted to know my opinion on the whole thing, and my criticism, as it were, what it's worth, on the art and whatnot. Oh, no, before I get that. Here is, this right here is The City Under the Sky. This is issue number 1. He did the artwork on this. I like the art in this. Ooh, autofocus. There we go. I really like the art in this. I thought this is actually a pretty interesting comic. He said it was kind of, this is put out in 2011. My impression from Sean was it was kind of a disaster to kind of work on and whatnot. So there really isn't anything beyond this first issue. I thought it was pretty cool. He sent me all this stuff. I didn't pay for any of it. He just sent it all to me because I was curious. He was talking about it, and I was like, wow, what's out there? And I would have gladly, you know, bought it, whatnot. One of the things I really love, right there. That's the name of the building. I'm assuming it was like the top of the building. It's the artist's name. That's pretty slick, man. At any rate, I actually like this. Criticism on the art, because that's what I'll talk about. I won't talk about the writing and some of the stuff and whatnot, but the art. Sean, I really like your pencils. I like the pencil work. I like some of the coloring, but I don't know that I like all the coloring. I've looked at some of your web pages and whatnot. And I think it's the style of coloring and I don't know how to explain it. It's just not my favorite as far as a style. Not that it's not colored right. It's the, I don't know, it's almost like a colored pencil kind of a look to it. I'm just not, I think that takes away from your line work. And I'm pretty sure, right, you do the colors too. You can correct me or whatever if you're wrong. Except this one, the color works really well on it. I really like it. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. You can look at this stuff and tell you know what you're doing. You know, I thought the action in this one works great, works fine. Yeah. So like I said, I really like the line work. The style of coloring isn't my favorite. But to me, it wouldn't matter who was doing the line work. It's just that style of color isn't my thing. But I actually liked the art in this one the most because it was less of that style. But yeah, I really enjoyed the books. I enjoyed looking at stuff. I think it's an awesome foundation. I think it's a great thing. I wish there was something like it in the United States. If somebody knows there is something like it as far as the foundation with them helping the sequential arts and whatnot, let me know. I think it's awesome. I go to a convention every year in Seattle, Emerald City Comic-Con. There is a local school there that has an art teacher that they have a comic book club, a sequential art club, where, and it's not just a club, I mean, I know it's part of like the YMCA, and he goes there and he teaches these kids how to do comic books and how to draw, that sort of thing, how to produce a comic book and stuff. And I think it's really awesome. The kids are there every year. They'll draw sketches for you or whatever. I always donate to them. I always drop large bills in their thing because I know it's all run on donation, and if they don't have enough money to pay for their part of whatever's going on with the Y, that it could disappear. And I just think that's awesome. There's nothing like that where I live at. I wish there was. I mean, that's just a cool thing. I would have loved something like that as a youth. So maybe I would have pushed harder to work in at trying to make some sequential art. But yeah, pretty awesome. Thrilled with this stuff, man. You've talked before about the fact you may get some videos out there, do some interview, you have some people interview, whatnot. I hope that stuff all goes through. I'd love to see it. I hope you keep plugging away. I hope you're out there trying to push yourself outside of your country. I don't know how big of a comic, I mean, obviously there's a comic community there, and that's cool. But I hope you get more exposure, and I hope you keep working at it. Looks to me like you have the chops to be able to do it. So, pretty cool stuff. Thanks for showing it to me, and thanks for sending me the stuff, the cool pictures and whatnot. Like I said, me and Ethan got a real kick out of it. The rest of the family's pretty impressed too. So I'm just working on trying to get them flattened out so I can really do something with them. Anyway, that's it for this little special. Just kind of want to talk about stuff. Like I said, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Have a good one, everybody.